Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses. First Tellurium Corp., the future of mining. And Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day, folks. Today on the bench, I'm going to bring you up one of my little nymphs today that has been very effective over the years. It's a little copper and black. Very buggy little guy. Gets down real well. It's got all the materials in I like to use. The fish like to eat this one. It's not the prettiest fly I ever seen, but it's buggy and the fish like to eat it, so I'm plumb happy with that. I'm going to start here with a hook. I'm using a size 12. This is Scud hook for this fly. We're going to be using a tungsten cool bead on the front, brown magic in 1/8 size. Come in behind that with a little lead wire, 0.15 or 10 would be good. We're going to be using some extra fine black wire to reinforce the pattern. The body is going to be pheasant fibers. Tailing material, just some black saddle hackle here. This is just a little Indian saddle. It's quite inexpensive. If you want to get a few colors of that, it's quite easy to buy that. Doesn't cost you too much. The Thorax will be using some rub-a-dub. This I got from Doug Swisher many years ago in Montana. Bought a lot of colors from him. And it's a really good material. It's got a little of the rubber leagues mixed right in with the hairs here. And he said it worked very, very well for him. I know he's fished in New Zealand extensively, and the fish over there are very, very spooky. So I like using that on the collars. Here's some Nano silk 12-aught thread I'll use with in copper color. Get a hook in the vise. I'll get one going. I got the bead head on here. It's always a good idea to take a couple turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a little bit of lead in behind your bead. That'll hold it into place so it won't slide back. I'll start my thread in behind. Get a little bit of a dam there. That'll lock that bead and everything right into place. Get you lots nice to work with. We'll come in with our tail. Bring in some of this black saddle. Pinch a few fibers off. Nice and straight. I want that tie come around the corner. So like the Scud hook, it gives a nice shape to the nymph. Cut those butts off right there. Take my ultra fine wire here, this extra small, fine, just nice little reinforcement. Tie that behind the lid on the side. Okay, and then we'll bring in about 4 fibers from our pheasant. Tie that in right back to where the tail starts. Wrap our thread forward. Hand over hand our pheasant fibers. Really nice material. Been a lot of good flies tied with pheasant. Nice model coloration. I'll bring my black wire. I'm going to reverse wrap that. You can use other contrasting colors, but this subtle color of black and pheasant works very, very well. You can use black thread on here too. There's no reason to use a copper. It's going to poke right through. Just tying my thread off here. Now what you would do if you don't have a rotary vise is use a dubbing loop at this time. But I'll use my rotary for that. I'll pinch off some of my little bit of dubbing there. Get it between the wire. You'll see it between the wire and the thread. Then I can wrap that up. Tighten that right up. And I can bug that a little bit. Nice, take a little time, make sure you get all the guard hairs out. Some little wigglers. And I'll start at the back of the thorax. Just kind of pull it back a little bit. And I'll get my thread up behind the bead. Cut my thread off. There we go. Just a couple little turns in there. You can use some bright red thread in there. It kind of looks nice too. Got anything in there a little long, you want to cut it off, but it kind of folds the hackle back really nice. It's a really, really good little bug. And this will fish very well in any streams or lakes even. So nice pattern for you. So appreciate you watching again today on the bench, and we'll catch you again real soon.